Artrell. The purpose for this video I'm doing is because there's just a few things I need to get out of my chest. Like, I'm glad I went to the rally when I did yesterday to support Tracy and Peaceful Change Alliance. And plus, as I mentioned at the past videos, which is up right now, and you'll probably be able to see it on YouTube, that things like that did hit close to home because I was born and raised in that area. I'm from that area, of course. It just pains me to see some stuff like that. And also, I had mentioned yesterday, like 10 years ago, around this time, I was involved in the same incident that I witnessed happen, which I'm glad I got out there in time before I would have got accused of doing it, which I really didn't do. And with all these teenagers, and they looked like they could have been like around my age at the time. And around that time, I was about 2019 when all this was going on. So I'm just glad I kind of got out of there when I did. But part of me just was like, I should have said something sooner, and this could have not been happening. Or, you know what, I don't know if the people that was in that incident got caught. I'm not sure, but if they did, I'm glad they had been caught. It's just like the same incident that happened July 3rd of this year. So half of them had got caught, and the parents, when they saw the video, had turned them in. So congratulations on that, and hopefully more of them will get captured, and all this senseless stuff just needs to be stopped. But it mainly got to start with the home. The parents got to step up and got to take control of their kids. So I'm not saying that to be mean or anything like that, but it's just true. It's just a fact. Which kind of brings me into this video. This video is mainly made because I think some people think when WFSO got started, some people think that I was soft, and when I do go over the line, they think I go over the line. So I don't know what's people's problem with, like, they want me to be this, they want me to be that. But the only thing that I'm going to do is do what I do best, and that's be me and me only. I'm not going to turn into anybody else or anything like that, which I never have. But it seems like I have to prove to some people that, you know, loyalty to them, or I'm a good friend to them and stuff like that, which I have been proven from time to time, but I've been being me in the process. Some people think I wasn't being myself, but I would say maybe 10% of it is right, because me, I'm always doing things to please people and please my friends and stuff like that, but it's hurting me in the process because it seems like they don't like the way I am, and they have to be this persona for them to like me, which I think is a bunch of BS. But I'm just gonna, the other purpose of this video is because, like, The Rock had put up a video, I guess, like, although this may be a work or it may not be the work, but there's just certain things I'm just sick of tired of seeing, like certain fans like praising The Rock and stuff like that, and some of them don't even know the big issue. So it's just, my point is, it's just stupid. So what I'm gonna do is play some of the video. You may be able to hear it, you may not be able to hear it, but this is kind of like my response to it. So it may be posted up on the website, or it'll be posted on one of our group pages, like the John Cena Nation and stuff like that. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna play it right now, and just go from there. So hopefully y'all be able to hear it. It's like over 11 minutes long, and just hopefully y'all be able to hear it. Now I'm going to pause it right there from what somebody was showing that when John Cena was talking about The Rock when he was in Australia, that somebody that praised that he will never leave WWE, and he's only there for like certain appearances, and where is he now? Making movies. But I'm gonna play with The Rock's response to this, because he did show like a few more parts of the video that he saw where John Cena was mentioning stuff in Australia about him in his response. So after his response to this, I'm probably going to pause a few times just to say my response and to say how I feel. Although this may be scripted or not scripted, but part of me is just sick or tired of some people saying this and people saying that. Yeah, that is their opinion, but I think it's time for some of us, some of the staff and some of the hosts to base and say their opinion as well. So here we go. Okay, you want to talk about The Rock? Want to talk about entertaining the fans and stuff like that? It's called speaking from the heart and speaking what you feel. That's what John Cena has done compared to talk about. Oh, it wasn't entertaining. It wasn't entertaining. Get the facts straight. It ain't gotta be entertaining if somebody speaks from the heart. What's gotta be so entertaining about somebody speak for what they feel or anything like that? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep playing it, and if I'm gonna have more response, I'm gonna pause it. Jealousy. Oh yeah, you're back and you're never going away, but you only show up a few appearances and you're going somewhere else. So you're not back. If you're back, you gotta be back full time. Be back to the commitment to your wrestling fans. Yeah. If you're a wrestler that has to show up at everywhere that you gotta be, or if you want to be, yeah, you gotta show up. If you're gonna do this for the fans, of course you're gonna show up where you're loved and appreciated and stuff like that. Of course you're gonna show up. Compared to Mr. Hollywood, it's all about the money for him. So let's keep going. He done it better. The only thing he done better was the movies when he was still wrestling for the WWE. Them the only movies he done best. And hey, hold on. Before y'all saying about those some of the movies he did, like Faster and Fast 5 and stuff like that. Faster, that was like one of his main roles, and like the other roles, like the Fast 5 and like some other movies, he's either like a co-star or he's like the supporting cast. Nobody paying to see him in these movies. Not many people is paying to see him in these movies. They mainly paying to see the other stars. It's just what I mentioned about when people was praising Triple H for being Blade. Well, like being on Blade, not being Blade, but being on Blade 3. They're not paying to see him. They're paying to see the support, not the supporting cast, but the actual movie itself. They didn't pay to see you. You gotta be kidding me. They haven't paid to see you. So let's just keep going on this. Fag, homo. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there because when he claimed that they was touring every city every single night, that was not the case. Because around then, when he came on board in '96, it was Raw, a couple of weekend house shows, and pay-per-views. So don't say you had been there or been to every city every single night, when the truth was, you didn't have that much of a workload like they do today. Y'all had, the thing was, WWE haven't done that much touring out of state back then as they are right now. And right now, being out of state, like being in like Australia, England, Asia and stuff like that, they sell out. Not that, I'm not saying that they don't sell out in the States, but they do pretty good in the States too. But let's keep going, because you can't just praise on you being everywhere, every single city and every single night. Which back then, you didn't have much of a workload like they do today. Paving the way, WWE management is the one that paving the way. You made it be into the top because the fans like you. The fans do make you who you are as a wrestler. So don't say you're the one that's paying the way. It's the fans that's paying the way for people like you. Let's keep going. Yeah, you're not an employee of the WWE, but then stay away from wrestling like you were planning on doing, like you never acknowledged in the beginning of your acting career. So if you claim that you love this business, the wrestling business and stuff like that, okay, I understand people want to do some side jobs. Do so. You can do both. So let's just keep on going. Yes. No, now if you're not there every day and work hard as these boys in the back. Yeah. Then why did you leave the WWE? Because you left for the money. So you can throw that bullshit out the window. Next.